I didn't realize that I had so much to update you guys on. It is time for an Ara update. Thank you guys so much for your patience. If you have been following along on my IG, at RRAYYME, you would kind of see what's going on a daily basis. I do post Ara quite frequently, but I wanted to make a video, let you guys know where we are exactly at this point. It's only been since February when I adopted her, so 8 months. For a dog like this who requires advanced, like expert level attention and guidance, it's going to take a long time. I foresee it taking years and years. Like, I've learned to accept that she will take 1, 2 steps forward and then 10 steps backwards, and then it's like starting over again. Hope is that it eventually goes up and eventually they can create a bond, which even till this day, right now, at this very moment, does not seem like it's possible. It is. It's just that it's going to take time. We actually had made an appointment with her vet about a month before meeting Cesar. He recommended that I make an appointment as soon as possible with VCA. They are specialists for dog behavior psychology, so we had to make this appointment. We did, but they didn't have it until months later. So in the meantime, just to help us be able to train Ara better, to ease her anxiety, we got her right away on a low prescription dose of fluoxetine, and that has been great. Then we met with Cesar. We had that whole like training episode. If you haven't seen that, you can swipe up to watch it. After that, we, you know, started to put into practice the things that he taught us. It was really cool to see, because as Cesar said, he ingrained this in her that not all men are scary, and you can get past this hurdle and you can be okay.
Any idea of how long she was at the shelter for before you guys got her?
There for about a month, and she was really, really helpful. She asked all the right questions. She wanted to know, you know, her history, even though we don't know much about it. Like, I tried to give her as much information as possible. You know, where does she hang out during the day? Is she also scared of the other dogs? And I guess what came up during this conversation that I haven't really addressed to you guys is Ara is also very, very scared of Juno. So not only is Nate a trigger, but so is Juno. When Juno is nearby, Ara immediately gets into this tense state of mind where she's like crawling to like get past her, and that kind of energy immediately triggers Juno. She wants to correct her, and that makes Ara even more scared. So her triggers are not knowing when or where Nate will be coming from. She doesn't like the uncertainty at all. It is essentially up to me not to put her in situations where she is triggered.
Anxiety comes from unpredictability. Like, she doesn't know, is he going to suddenly appear? Yeah. Where is he going to appear? Like, what's going to happen? Is he going to have to get close to me? The more predictable the interaction is, and then the more predictable and positive the interaction is, the lower her anxiety level is. And that's where the positive associations start, is that the leash and the tethering and things like that, I think is a technique we call flooding. It's like, hey, you're forced to be with me, and maybe you'll eventually figure out that I'm not going to kill you. But the hard part of that flooding is that whole time that she's there, she's experiencing anxiety and stress. She's now spending like 30 or 40 minutes stressed out, and then eventually she gets tired and just is like, okay, I'm like super tired, so I can't even hold myself up anymore. It's actually strengthening the negative association.
That was actually really interesting, because it kind of goes against what, you know, Cesar was teaching Nate to do. And so because we had tried, you know, that technique, and we noticed that she kind of reverts back to her usual self when I'm around, we decided to give this a try. So it's been a month since we had that appointment with the doctor, and we did practice a bit of distance work and having her focus on me while Nate is in the background doing his thing, just so she can learn to ignore him versus, you know, be hyper alert at wherever he is and keep her attention on me. So it's been helping. As you can see, she's gotten a lot more calmer. She's able to lay down around him. She's super happy, and she even comes up to him whenever we're working out, doing home bodies together, and it's the only time where she will willingly go up on her own and sniff his face or get really, really close. But yeah, she's been pretty good. She still obviously isn't fond of Nate and prefers to not be near him, but this is where we are at this very moment. So Mark from Easy Day K9, he actually trained Simba, agreed to take on Ara in his specialized board and training program. It's 6 weeks long, and we could not be more excited.
You have to commit, because somewhere between before we pick her up, she's gonna be a smidget okay around Nick. I'm not looking for you to change her. I'm not looking for you to do anything. I'm looking for you to change your ways. That's what the pre-process is about. That's what this first stage and exercise and everything, it's about you. It's not about me. It's about you.
Yes, I could do it.
I didn't even have to record this.
This is our verbal contract.
This is it right here. Look at that. Make a schedule. I know everybody makes all these little spreadsheets and all this great stuff. I need you to work those hand feeding exercises around Nate. I need you to take control and let him do it. Wherever Nate is, don't tell Nate to adjust his life. I don't want him to adjust because you're hand feeding. I want him to do what he has to do, and you will bring Ara around. Let her be around Nate and understand that it's totally okay. Because that's not what we're doing. Where you're projecting is a safety net. You're like, escape. Nate's coming, escape. If you have treats, keep treats around. Keep what she likes around so you can use all little times as little training times. Use the times. It's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
But once you're done. Upkeeping is the easy part. Alright?
So for now, every single meal I am hand feeding her like this in front of Nate. We are moving about the house. We are doing commands while she's eating. And the goal is to build a bond that is not a safety net, but more of a leadership type of bond. So this is what I'm working on right now, and I'm sure Mark has more plans for me between now and the time he picks her up. We also go on 2 walks a day where she has to sit 27 times on command and look up at me. So that's something I'm working on as well.